So this morning, there's a report in the U.S. edition of the Manchester Guardian, saying that it would take about 300 years for the Joshua Tree National Park here in Southern California to recover from the effects of the first part of Donald Trump's shutdown. The second part is coming up in about 10 days. I can go through the laundry list in my head of the damage that this administration has done. And we can talk about impeachment all day long. Robert Reich, in one of his many videos for inequality media, pretty much threw in the towel on getting Donald Trump out via means of impeachment by basically saying that Donald Trump is not leaving office anytime soon. And since the days of his presidency are rapidly drawing down to three figures, less than 700 days, the bottom line is that he's going to be president at least until January 22nd, 2021. And it just leaves us with two things that I really want you to consider this morning as we're doing this at about 6:51 in the morning. Number one, except for one article, one amendment of the Constitution that provides for the vice president to take over if a president is unable in any way, shape, form, or fashion to continue his duties as president. And a lot of people have been talking about that amendment, thinking if we could just show that this person is mentally incompetent, we could probably get rid of him. But I don't see any big hurry to do that. And of course, impeachment. And I keep telling people that impeachment is nothing more than an indictment. It goes over to the Senate in terms of a trial. The judge is a Republican. He's the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. And in order to convict him on whatever charges they put up for him, it would have to be a 2/3 majority. And we don't have that 2/3 majority right now. You need to get 18 Republicans to say, yes, he's guilty. You have a better chance of getting a 22-episode season of The Good Place. Outside of those, there is no mechanism where we could say, in the middle of a presidential term, that this guy is not working out, we need to fire him. It is really the only job outside of maybe Congress people and senators. It is the only government job I can think of where you cannot be recalled. A mayor can be recalled. A governor can be recalled. We recalled a governor back in the 2000s, and that was a really big mess. That left us with Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. You can recall a state senator, you can recall your mayor, you can recall your city council, but you can't recall a member of the Senate, the House, the president, or even a member of the Supreme Court. You are stuck with those people for as long as their term is. The only way you can get rid of them is through election, and most people will go ahead and elect the incumbent anyway, the devil you know. In other countries, Britain is one of them, people do have a chance to say, we don't have any confidence in this person. This just happened recently with Theresa May and Brexit. They have a mechanism in which if we think that this person is not doing their job, this person is not, doing exactly what we want them to do, or even if that person is totally incompetent, not mentally, but in terms of doing their job, we can say, okay, let's put a stop to this. Let's call a vote of no confidence, and we'll have a vote or something like that. Now, Theresa May did survive that, but unfortunately, they have that mechanism, we don't. And I think that is something to consider after this whole mess is over, because we're going to have a lot of cleanup to do. And part of that cleanup is to correct that one little flaw in our government, that we could actually find a way to recall a president if that person is incompetent, not doing their jobs, whatever, that we can recall that person and maybe even hold a new election to find somebody who can fill out that term. But even if we do that, if we don't change, if we don't change as a country, if the soul of this country, excuse me, if the soul of this country does not change, anything are the new Trump. Someone who's totally incompetent, someone who will basically cater only to the small base they have, and both sides have really small bases. The vast majority of people don't belong to the base. They're just political amoebas. They're just looking for that one person who will leave them alone. That's basically the truth. Most people are not electing someone who will go out and take care of their agenda, maybe a little bit, but in most cases, they're just looking for someone who will just simply leave them alone. And if we do not change our souls, if we do not change the way we, all of us, think about what politics is, what government is, if we don't change, we're going to have this all over again. The Trumpian base is ecstatic about what is going on, the chaos that is going on. They're thriving on this chaos. And if this were Bernie Sanders, the Bernieites would thrive on the very same chaos. That's why I've said many times we need to abolish all parties, Democrat, Republican, Green Party, Libertarian, all of these things. And also get rid of the concepts of liberal, conservative, centrist, fringe. Get rid of all of them and only focus on solutions to problems. But we're too stuck in our ways to think about that. And that's why we're going to have another Trump. And probably in our lifetime. Yes, we're going to find somebody who is at least looks to be sane. But until we change, nothing is going to change. You can like us everywhere. On Plus, you can go there by going to plu.us/DONP. That's PLUS dot, no, that's PLU dot US/DONP. I need to write this stuff down. I promise the next time we do this, it's going to be a little bit more prepared. But I need to speak about things that are on my mind when they're on my mind. You can, if you're watching this on YouTube, just simply hit the red button and hit the bell for notifications to find out when I'm back on bloviating again. And you can support us by simply going to paypal.me/Radio Don. That's very important to put in the ME instead of .com because you'll send you something else. Again, it is paypal.me/Radio Don. Now I hope this works. Have yourself a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.